Yo, excuse me. You look so good from the back. I wanted to see it from the front.
Right.
What's your name?
She's good.
No.
No?
Nope. No, she's good. Have a good one, you guys.
Hurt my heart.
Question for the men. Why is it that you guys don't seem to approach women in public anymore?
So, not to sound arrogant, but I like to think that I'm a pretty attractive woman, but I never get approached by men. And I mean never. They will stare a hole through my head, but they never speak to me, and I have no idea why.
Men don't come up to you. Nobody comes up to you in the club. Nobody comes up to you in the club. They be scared.
Bro, we're not even 10 seconds in, and we've already got a man shooting his shot while the friend is basically acting like airport security. She's good, she's good. Wait, is she good, or is her friend making sure nobody gets through? And then we get the bigger question. Why aren't men approaching women anymore? Because apparently the staring is happening, the interest is there, but nobody's saying a word. Nah, this debate is about to get messy.
Nobody comes up to you in the club. They be scary as fuck, and I don't understand why.
Guys, hear me out. Am I delusional? I need to know if I'm delusional.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Like, in one breath, I'll be saying, men don't approach women, But then, I don't reply to men. Like, I just don't reply to messages. So can I really complain? Can I really complain?
I was in Trader Joe's the other day, and there was a man in there, so cute. We probably smiled at each other 4 different times throughout the store. And I am a Southern girl, and I don't approach men first, but I will smile and whatever. But this man was not saying anything to me. He even got in line behind me and was smiling, and I was just like, I don't know what else to do here. And I think women have made it so increasingly difficult and uncomfortable for men to approach us in public spaces that good men won't even say something, even when I've made it very clear, like, hey, I'm smiling at you all over the store. Like,
Okay, wait, she just admitted something very important. She's complaining that men don't approach her, but then says she doesn't reply to men. I mean, that's a little like complaining nobody's knocking while you're actively ignoring the doorbell. Then comes the Trader Joe's story. She smiled at this guy 4 times, he smiled back, even stood behind her in line, and still nothing. At this point, both of them are waiting for the other person to press the start button.
I think you are attractive, and I would like to talk to you. Like, they won't do it. So, like, what should I say to a man like that I have smiled at 4 times? Like, to talk to you, like, they won't do it. So, like, what should I say to a man like that I have smiled at 4 times, but I don't know where to take it any further? Because, like, I'm willing to try anything.
The funny thing about girls is you can be their exact type, head to toe, right? Tall, handsome, smell good, got a good fit on, everything, the whole package, and they still won't approach you.
I am 21 years old. I have never been in a relationship before. Let's talk about it.
Now we're getting to the real argument. Apparently, the expectation is that the man has to do everything, while the woman gives one mysterious smile and hopes he can decode it like a secret government file. Just say hello, compliment his shirt, anything. And honestly, the funniest part is hearing her ask what she should say after smiling at this guy 4 times. Girl, you already did the hard part. Just use words. But wait, then we meet a 21-year-old who's never been in a relationship.
That's the ass. I knew he was gonna do that, but
It looked like he was gonna do
yep.
it. Yeah.
We probably wanted somebody to say something to him, and I went by to say nothing to him. He left. That's the ass. I knew he was gonna do that, but
It looked like he was gonna do
yep.
it. Yeah.
We probably wanted somebody to say something to him, and I went by to say nothing to him. He left. Ain't crazy.
Yeah, he looked like he.
Ain't he? I dare be say something to you right now.
I had a guy come up to me the other night at a party and be like, hey, I think you're really pretty. I just wanted to introduce myself. What's your name? And he was like, can I please have your phone number? And he was really nice and approached me in a very calm, gentle, sweet way. But, like, It got me thinking of how scary it must be to be a guy and to have to go up to girls. Like, if I was a guy, you would never catch me doing that.
You guys.
Wait, she sees this guy in the red jacket walk by and immediately assumes he wanted her to say something? Bro didn't even stop. He was literally just existing. This is where things get awkward because apparently a man walking past can somehow become evidence that he's secretly interested. Then the conversation shifts, and another woman admits a guy approached her politely and asked for her number. Her reaction is actually pretty telling, because suddenly you realize approaching someone takes way more courage than it looks.
I just saw the cutest guy at Publix. And I walked by him, and I smiled. I don't know. I didn't know what else to do. I smiled. And he smiled back at me. I grabbed my non-alcoholic beer, and as I was passing by him, I thought about being like, hey, you're really handsome. But I've never been that girl. So I just walked away. And then I proceeded to sit in my car for 10 minutes contemplating whether I should have made a move or not.
Stupid.
I don't know.
Okay, this public story is painful because you can feel the regret. She sees a cute guy, they smile at each other, and she's thinking, maybe I should tell him he's handsome. Then she walks away. That's it. Mission aborted. And then she sits in her car for 10 minutes wondering if she should have made a move. Bro, 10 minutes. That's not hesitation anymore. That's a full post-game analysis. And somehow, the answer still feels obvious. Just say hello.
This is a public service announcement for white men. It is okay to approach a Latina at the bar.
That part, yep.
It is okay to like a Latina. We are equals. We are pretty people. We are also equal to the blondes we are also equal to the blondes at the bar.
Even better.
Even better, maybe. I don't wanna. Perhaps.
Don't quote me on it, but
Why don't men approach? Okay, this is why.
Now we're taking this conversation in a completely different direction. The whole "why don't men approach" question turns into a debate about whether someone's body language or presentation makes them approachable. And then we get the ultimate reality check. One woman actually decides to face her fear and approach a guy herself. She asks for his number, and he says no. Wait, after all that talk about men being scared to approach, we just watched the roles reverse in real time. That rejection had to sting.
Hey, could I borrow you for a second? I'm trying to face my fear of approaching guys. Do you think I could get your number really quick? No. Okay. Thank you.
Rejected.
Why don't men approach women anymore? Have you noticed this happening? I mean, I have not because I've been married for 10 years, but I'm getting this question all the time from the women that I work with. And here's my take on it. My take is that you are not being approached by men because you are unapproachable. I don't think that it's something that's in the water. I think that women need to have a little bit more compassion and understanding for what men go through. Men being the ones who have to put their ego aside. They're the ones expected to just go up to a woman, strike up a conversation, run the risk of rejection. We're all terrified of rejection. That's a whole other topic. If you want him to approach you, you have to be approachable. At least send over the signals that he will not be rejected. He will not be made to feel like a complete fool and loser if he comes up and tries to talk to you. So make eye contact, smile, have open body.
Oof, that no came quick. She literally gathered the courage, walked over, asked for his number, and got rejected. You could almost hear the confidence leave the building. And now the conversation gets serious. Maybe men aren't approaching because they're tired of rejection. Think about it. Every approach comes with the possibility of getting embarrassed, ignored, or shut down. So if someone wants to be approached, maybe making the other person feel safe enough to try matters more than playing mysterious games.
Language. Just be warm. That's all you need to do. You can also go up to him and start talking to him. We're so scared to show interest. If I show interest, it's going to scare him away. No, that's not what's scary. Being needy and desperate is off-putting. Going up to someone, striking a conversation, that is not scary. That's not going to put off a guy who is interested in you.
In Australia, men just don't approach you. You're not just safe.
I need you to stop what you're doing to help me out. Please be so for real with me. Really. Tell me why I don't get approached by guys when I go out. What is it? I've been single for 2 years. Please.
What's your type? Can you approach me?
Yeah,
Can you
that's so
approach
true.
me? I'll give you eye contact, but it's just like I gave you 3 seconds, maybe half a second. It's just like I gave you 3 seconds, maybe half a second. But like you should know that that's enough. Like that is the welcome in. Like that should be it. That's just like if I look at you and I look away and like you can't smile to me. You have to like make sure you don't really smile too much, because then that's cringe. It's like
I mean, this is actually the most practical point so far. Eye contact, smile, open body language. Basic signals. Not some 5-step dating puzzle where the guy has to become Sherlock Holmes. And then she says she gives a guy 3 seconds, maybe half a second. Wait, half a second. Bro, that's not a signal. That's a loading screen. Then she expects him to know she's interested without smiling too much, because apparently that's cringe. Nah, approaching women sounds exhausting already.
you might as well be approaching them. If now you walk up to me, it's like, okay, you passed the first test. If your ass stands there for another half an hour, ugh.
If you're waiting on him to approach you, you might be waiting there forever.
Men do not make the first move anymore. They will stare you down to...
Now this is where the whole thing gets real. Rejection fatigue is absolutely a thing. Imagine approaching person after person, getting rejected over and over, and eventually thinking, you know what? I'm good. That's not confidence disappearing. That's your brain protecting itself. And the point about needing more than a random glance makes sense too. If there's no clear sign of interest, why risk another awkward rejection? Because let's be honest, nobody wants dating to feel like an unpaid humiliation ritual.
Death, but not make the first move. And I just had to make that clear because I will not be making the first move anymore. Like, if it's meant to be, God will bring a real man that will approach a woman, as in me. So if it's meant to be, it will be. That's literally where my standards are now. And like, if it's gonna happen, if the man actually wants to come up to me, and I'll just be single for the rest of my life if I have to.
And here comes the final decision. She's basically saying, I'm not making the first move. If it doesn't happen, I'll just stay single. Bro, that is one serious commitment to waiting. At this point, both sides are staring, nobody's speaking, everybody's waiting for somebody else to move first. And that's how you end up with two attractive people walking past each other and thinking they probably weren't interested. Well, that was a complete disaster. If you enjoyed the chaos, hit like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.